Good evening. Welcome to Speed Force Racing on a Monday night. We kick off our week with Division 3. And we are going around Singapore for the penultimate race of the season. We have got Singapore tonight. We've got Brazil next week to finish off the season. So, Division 3, we have got our current leaders of John Mobes with 272 points without a win, but with 272 points. And we've got rain in qualifying around Singapore. We'll get to that in a moment. John Mobes, 272. OWR Calvid with 264, so 8 points behind with 2 races to go. And in third place, Mr. Wiggles with 241. That's your drivers. However, we have also got our Constructors' Championship with 2 races to go. We have got McLaren, the McLarens of Doran and Wiggles, in first place with 461 points. In second place, John Mobes, our championship leader, and Energy Dan on 454, so 7 points behind in the Constructors. So both to play for. Good evening, Salguero. Nice to see you in the chat as well as on the track. I'll have a little look out for you as we do start with a Red Bull going out, which tells me that is Silver Fox. It is not Calvid, who is second place in the championship. Let's get everything on that we need to be able to see. We get that on, we get that on. And I think we're good to go. So we've got full wets by the looks of it for Silver Fox. Let's see if we can go on board with him, see how wet it looks. This could be a very, very long 18 minutes for the 16 drivers out there in Division 3 tonight for qualifying. Hopefully they get a bit of a reprieve in the race. We'll go on board with Silver Fox, who will be the first one when he gets round. And Aston Martin behind him, so we'll keep an eye out for, by the looks of it. Is it Dan? So it's Dan after that. See Silver Fox all over the place, even on the wet tyres, absolutely bouncing it down round the streets of Singapore. Got most people out on their outlap at the moment. There's some left in the pits. As they come out, Mr. Wiggles still in the pits, Preb still in the pits on about half minutes in Division 3. However, Silver Fox just about to start the flying lap with the Aston Martin not far behind him. And to see he can't even go around the corner in 5th without a struggle. Hits the curves nicely and just kisses the inside curve, hopefully back on the throttle. So you're probably looking at on a dry track around the 129.5 mark maybe for qualifying. Obviously going to be a lot slower for in wet qualifying as we're coming through sector 2, not even through sector 2 yet, and we're already up to a minute's worth of racing. Comes around a really, really tricky section. Will now get around here, get back on the throttle for a little bit. This will be OWR Silver Fox's time, the first time to come in. We'll then quickly go down to the likes of Energy Dan. Comes across line with the 153.0. I'm going to go right down here. Right, Energy Dan's coming around the last two corners. He's going to come across the line with a 150.7. So we'll now take provisional pole with a 150.7. Preb is out on track. Who else have we got? Who have we got that's coming across the line? Billy G coming across the line with a 151.0. Then you've got Doran further down. John Mobes has just gone first with a 150.4. Night Creed with a 150.4 goes 5/100ths faster than John Mobes. That's a cracking time, is that, for Night Creed? As we see Doran come across the line with a 152.1, so does have time to make up there. Hopefully we'll make time up. As we've got, I don't know if you can see this, I believe this is BTL Wicked Joe coming across the line in 7th, but it's blank on my screen for some reason. We have got Kick Salva, who will be looking to come across the line ever so shortly. We've got a bit of a wiggle from Preb. Comes across the line, but it will be Alex Hogg that comes across the line next. Calvid goes first with a 148.7. That is 1.5 seconds clear of Mr. Wiggles. Goes with a 149.3. Is the track ramping up as these times start to come through? See if we can get on board with some of the other guys who we've got out there. We have got Preb yet hasn't set a lap. Let's see what he comes across the line with as he comes into sector 3. A couple of corners, but he does have a little wobble there. That'll have lost him a good half a second there. So this probably won't be the time that Preb will be wanting to set. He is with 62% battery as well, 151.2. It was an invalidation. If he's going again, he's going with very minimal ERS. So we'll go down to Salguero, who's also on full ERS, so he can't be putting a lap in. MCFC in 62. Staymod, who is on the inters now. That's a good point. Let's get the tyres on. We do have Calvid's, the one that's gone fastest on the intermediate tyres, so clearly, or you would believe that would be the tyre to be using. So the likes of John Mobs is already on the inters, so he's already set that lap. Who else have we got? We have got coming across the line. I think we might have a Williams of BTL Wicked Joe coming across shortly as he takes that corner a little bit too much, probably upsets him coming out of it. But back on with the lap in 62. MCFC going fastest with a 148.5. MCFC in the V carb up there. That is a great lap. You had Night Creed coming across with the 150.4. Salguero up there with the 150.4 as well. But the McLaren boys at the moment doing better than the Aston Martins for the race to the Constructors title. And currently Calvid outdoing John Mobes in qualifying for the Drivers' Championship. As we see Night Creed has retired with a yellow flag. We have lost a Ferrari in the bottom corner on that map. As BTL Wicked Joe seems to be all over the place coming through that corner there. But we'll get yourself back on the throttle. Who else have we got that's going to be crossing the line? We've got Energy Dan, sorry, just going to cross the line with a 147.8. So it does go fastest. And John Mobes coming across the line. He'll go second with a 147.9. Going to keep an eye on the McLarens and Calvid. Calvid's on an outlap. Doran coming round now is coming in. Won't be setting a lap just yet. So we've got Mr. Wiggles in 6th in the McLaren in the pits. We've got the two Aston Martins, Energy Dan and Mobs, both setting 1st and 2nd lap respectively. Setting themselves up ahead of Calvid, more importantly, who is now on an outlap and will be looking to set 1 lap. Possibly 2, but I would probably say just a 1 lap. Although it doesn't look like the rain is slowing down a little bit. That track will be getting better, so we should start to see Some really good times coming through, beating the 147.8 of Dan. So he'll probably have to come out again with John Mobes if this track is just getting drier and drier. Look to see that the track is looking a bit drier as well. So who is coming out? Mr. Wiggles is coming out. He's going to be setting what will probably be a better lap than a 149.3. You would imagine, as there's a bit of traffic coming out there. Really hard to see who might be coming across the line. OWR Pereb's about to start a lap. We've got a Red Bull of Calvin, who's on his out lap. Silver Fox is in there. So let's go on board with Mr. Wiggles. Just for now, got Energy Dan and Mobes, I'm going to guess, are coming in. Unless they're going to go again on the same set of tyres. And I think they are going again on the same set of tyres by the looks of it. If I look down there, I think that might be Energy Dan. And he's back out to do another lap. We'll stay on board with Energy Dan. See what his sector splits are for each one as we go through. On his second place with Apex Predator going first with a 147.1. Energy Dan, it's definitely ramped up, so Energy Dan definitely needs to find some time. First sector, second sector and third sector to be able to keep that second place, if not beat it, and go back up to first place. He's currently level with his time at the moment. So he needs a storm in sector 2 and sector 3. We'll keep an eye on Calvid as well as he's further on. He is slightly further on as MCFC goes fastest with a 145.9. John Mobes is currently in the pit, so I'll be waiting to come out. But we will just stay on board with Calvin as it hits the wall. That won't be a better time than a 148.7, or if it is... Oh no, he's 1.5 seconds up, so he's still up there, but will have lost a lot of time with that hit on the right hand side of the car. So keep an eye on Energy Dan, on Mr. Wiggles, on Doran, anyone else coming across the line in the fight for the titles. We are going to see everyone putting in the time. Zoblu shot there with a 146.7. Calvi going across the line third place with 146.3. Energy Dan's now going to be coming across the line to beat to better his 147, and he's definitely going to better that into a 146.6 and put in fourth place. That, I know Dan loves Singapore. Dan, this will be the race that Dan looks forward to every year, every season. So he's fourth at the moment. Probably was hoping for a little bit better, but we have still got a 31 lap race to come after this. So we'll stay on board with who's closest. No, they have both. Sorry, Mr. Wiggles is invalidated. Doran hasn't. Currently got MCFC in first place with a 145.9. That is a brilliant time for MCFC. The admin of Preb in second. Calvin in third. Energy Dan down in fourth. Sobly shot fifth. John Mobes, however, down in 8th place at the moment on his out lap, so he'll have one lap to stake his claim for the title in this qualifying session around Singapore. See Doran taking that very nicely, currently sitting in 12th place in sector 2. Only has 3 or 4 corners left to go before he will set what will be his last time. I didn't see the split coming through sector 2 into sector 3, so we'll watch him come through in sector 3 to finish off what will be his last lap. So he takes his nice down into second place. Sorry, second gear, not second place, down into second gear. Gets back on the throttle. You can see that you've got to be a little less gentle with the throttle now that it's drying up a little bit. Doran will come across the line with second place of a 146.0. That is a great time for the McLaren driver. Puts him ahead of both Aston Martins at the moment. As we see John Mobes has just started a lap. So we're going to stay on board with the current championship leader of John Mobes. See what time he can set for one last qualifying, currently in 9th place. I would say he's looking to get in the top 4 minimum. Hopefully above Calvin he'll be looking for, so we'll stay on board with John Mobes. This is Division 3 Speed Force Racing. If you are watching and you want to get involved, drop a message in the YouTube chat and we will get you a link across and get you involved. Mr. Wiggles going first place with a 144.8. MCFC going across the line with a 143.7. That is over a second faster than Mr. Wiggles in second place. We have got John Mobes in sector 2. I'm going to keep an eye on this lap. I'm not sure who else is. There's going to be a couple of people coming across the line before John Mobes, but we'll stay on board with him as he's going through sector 2. We will see his split ever so shortly as he goes into sector 3. He needs a good 4 seconds to get anywhere near first place. He's currently just 2 seconds up on his time, which would put him up into 3rd place at the moment and will improve on his time because this track's got better. This is going to be a really good time from John Mobes. You can just hook up the last 4 corners as we come through this tight bend, round to the left, back on the throttle using the curb on the outside for a bit of extra traction. And then we are going to go as fast as we can around these last 2 corners, and he's going to set a time of a 145.2 and goes 5th place behind the McLarens. That will be John Mobes' last time as we see a Ferrari coming across. He'll be setting his first lap. We've got a Mercedes. Salguero, we'll go on board with Salguero. Energy Dan's retired. We've got a yellow flag. I think we're alright there. We'll stay on board with Salguero. He looks to be one of the next ones to cross the line. Unless he's not on a lap. So we will stay on board with Salguero. Salguero, sector 3, coming through to better his time of a 149. And he does better his time. And he goes to 144.8. Puts himself 3rd place. That is a brilliant time from Salguero. What a brilliant qualifying time from the Portuguese driver. Now we're going to quickly have a look, see who might possibly be coming round. We have got Doran, who's slightly down on his time. Is he setting a lap? I don't believe he's using an ERS. I don't think that'll be a lap. As Apex Predator goes past this with a 143.5. We've got a Red Bull coming across the line. That must be Calvin. Calvin's currently a 10th up on his time. A 10th up on his time would not give him anything, but would still be faster than 4th place as he comes across the line. 143.8. Keeps himself 2nd, does improve on his time. And then that's Salguero down to 4th. Calvin above his championship contender of John Mobes, who is in 7th place, and I don't believe we'll be setting another time. I think, ladies and gentlemen, that might be John Dunn. Yes, it is. Have we got anybody else coming across the line to make an impression on the 143.5? We've got a Mercedes, which can only be Salguero, so he's not on a lap. We've got a Has driver. Let's go down to Zoblu Shot, who was 2.5 seconds up on his time, so he's on a lap at the moment. Oh, yeah, the cough then as he comes round in sector 3, 143.6, and he will go 2nd place. We'll drop MTFC down. We've got Salguero back up to 3rd place. How did he set? That was consecutive laps, I believe, for Salguero. We've got the 2 McLarens down in 8th and 9th. John Mobes now down in 10th. Can John Mobes possibly be on a time? He might be. We've got Doran, who's up 8/10. And Mr. Wiggles, who's about he's run out of fuel. We've got Doran. Is he going to make an impression? Is he going to... We got a 2nd, would get him... As Calvi goes first with a 143.4, stakes his claim for the title. With a Doran coming across the line with a 143.7, putting himself 6th. John Mobes coming across the line now with Oh, it didn't show. What did it come across the line with? 8th place for John Mopes. Calvid has just taken pole in Division 3. We will quickly then run through the standings. We've got Calvid first place qualifying, Apex Predator second, Zoblu Shot third, Salguero fourth. What a brilliant lap from Salguero. MTFC as well, fifth, Doran sixth, Preb seventh, John Mobes eighth, our title, our championship leader. Ninth, Billy G, Wiggles 10th, BTL Wicked Joy 11th, Alex Hogg 12th, Energy Dan 13th, Smooth Operator 14th. And I cannot tell you who was 15th. Are we going to have a dry race? Looks like we might. It looks like we might. So we will now wait for the drivers to select their strategies. Possibly looking at a one-stop. Probably looking at a one-stop. However, with the walls of Singapore, there is a high chance of a safety car. Although Division 3 has been a very clean division this year. Not many safety cars whatsoever. So, you never know. They may carry on. No safety cars. We'll be looking out for, again, the likes of Mobes, Calvid, and then the McLarens, and the Aston Martins in the constructors. And then the likes of Salguero, 4th place, MCFC, 5th. So there should be some battles up and down the grid. I'm just going to take a drink while the drivers get ready, and we're back in a moment. And there we have it. Drivers are ready. They're on the grid for their formation lap. We will get everything set up that we need to be able to see. We've got that, we've got that, we've got that. We are going to put on the tyres, there we are. So we have got a dry race around Singapore after a rainy qualifying. We have got pole position of Calvid on the mediums, Apex Predator on the hards, Zoblu Shot, Salguero both on the mediums, a couple of hard runners of MTFC and Doran, who's going hards to start with, the opposite of his teammate, Wiggles down in 10th place on the mediums. And we have got John Mobes on the mediums as well, Energy Dan down there with the hard tyres. And we will see who gets the better. Do we get a good few laps without a safety car and get the mediums to start working, or will the hard runners enjoy a little bit of argy-bargy in front of them for a few laps while the hard tyres break in, and then they can make a push. The likes of MCFC and Doran down in 5th and 6th place. Just see a little gap being made from Zobler's shot. Behind the top two, as we come round to set themselves, drivers are wiggling left and right. I'm going to quickly go down. Have we got the likes of Energy Dan doing his little wiggle before the start of the race? Down in 13th place. Have we got a little wiggle? There we go. There it is. There he is. His tyres will be perfect now, won't they, Dan? Sure they will be, but I'm going to go on board with Zoblu's shot as the drivers get ready for a 31 lap race round Singapore, waiting for the back markers of Silver Fox and Night Creed to get to their positions. There they are. Drivers will be ready to go into the first left-hander. Let's see what they do on the outside of this track here with the inside of Apex Predator on the inside. Here we go. Drivers are out, 5 lights have gone. We're on board with Zoblu's shot. Everyone's keeping their positions at the moment in the top 3, top 4. Let's try and get an aerial shot of everyone coming round. We've got a bit of a backup going on further back in the midfield. We've got drivers swapping all over the place at the moment. Let's 4x4 going around that corner there. We're going to quickly get on the position changes at the moment. We've got any really big incidents anyway. No massive incidents. Preb up 3 places. Midfield is currently where the battle is. Calvin's kept his place, first place, 8/10 ahead of Apex Predator. Your nearest battles are around where we are right now. MCFC's lost 3 places, so a really good qualifying, but has dropped down. Salguero holding his position a little bit, all the way dropped by 1. Doing well in the Mercedes up there. Your closest battles. We've got a yellow flag, ladies and gentlemen. We have got a yellow flag. We have not got a safety car just yet. But who is that? That's down. That's Billy G, DNF. That I don't see anything happening yet. We have got what looks to be a virtual safety car. But that will be your Scottish driver in the V-carb of Billy G, who is DNF'd on lap 1 of 31. So we do have a go on a virtual safety car. We have got Apex Predator with a great start on Calvin, down to 2/10. Can he make the move? He cannot make the move, but he does have Zoblu's shot just behind him as well. Apex Predator really on the back of Calvin, really pushing Calvin. Will help the medium runners, will this? That'll save their tyres a little bit as we just go back to look at the tyres. Calvin will have been welcomed of that little virtual safety car just to prolong them tyres a little bit, but is under pressure from Apex Predator. We have got Mr. Wiggles, who's on the back of Salguero, who's still holding his own up in 5th place at the moment. So the 2 McLaren drivers are ahead of the 2 Aston Martin drivers at the moment, so that is good for them. We currently occupy 1st place in the Constructors. In terms of the title, we've got Calvin in 1st and John Moves yet to make an impression, down in 9th place. Also we have got MCFC. You don't have enough straights here to be able to really see that many overtakes. Just as I say it, Mr. Wiggles on Salguero is now up to 5th place. He's now chasing down Preb. So Mr. Wiggles looking really good on the medium tyres at the moment. Up 5 places. Up 5 places up to 5th from 10th. Billy G, not sure what happened. Safety car just came out. Unlucky, mate. Stay in, have a watch of the race. I know it's hard after you've DNF to carry on watching, but stick around and support your teammate all MCFC. Okay, so Doran is now looking to take advantage of Salguero, who's struggling a little bit now. Lap 3 of this race, already overtaken by his teammate and Mr. Wiggles. Now looking to get overtaken by SFR Doran. I'm just keeping an eye on Zoblu's Shot, who's just behind Apex Predator in 3rd place. And that was a nice corner there from Doran. We will keep an eye on any other battles going on up and down the track. But this is pretty much the closest one that you will see at the moment. Preb, our admin, up 3 places. Sorry, I've got a cough. I'm back. Doran is the closest driver now. We've got Calvid's now out of DRS range of Apex Predator. John Mobs, what's happened to John Mobs? Has gone down. He's facing the wrong way. This is not great for John Mobs, who's really having to correct himself here and will find himself down in 15th place. Mr. Wiggles then is the better of the 2 McLaren drivers. We have got Calvid with a great race at the moment. Is almost back within DRS range. Is Apex Predator off Calvid, so we'll keep an eye on that battle. But MCFC is now overtaken Salguero. Doran's still struggling, however, to get that move done. That is a real big shame for John Mobs, who may well have wing damage as well. That is such a shame with 2 races to go. We just have to get in the pits, get any damage chain sorted out. You never know, there may be a safety car. As we see MCFC and Salguero still battling side by side. Let's see how this battle unfolds with Dora going on the inside just as it changed over there. What a move from the Scouser as he goes ahead of the Portuguese driver of Salguero. And Dora will now chase down MCFC, who's just taken a little advantage of that little scrap there and has managed to break free of the DRS from Doran. That'll help him. We are going to go further up the field now then to Zoblu's Shot in 3rd place. Chasing down Apex Predator, who is just about within DRS range, but we are going to struggle to see many overtakes around this track. Qualifying ever so important around Singapore as always. And who are our biggest movers then? As we've got Doran now overtaking Preb. Keep an eye on that one. Mr. Wiggles, 6 places up into 4th place. Great drive from him at the moment. Who else have we got? Who else have we got? Apex Predator. He's going to make a move on Calvin. No, he's not, but he's going to go on the outside of him. That doesn't work. He'll bide his time. So as we look at the tyres, this is now Apex Predator 5 laps in. His tyres now. This will be about the time where the mediums start to drop off a little bit and the hards come in. So this is probably maybe a couple of laps short, maybe a couple of laps short, but just about the turnaround time for the hards and the mediums. So we'll probably see Apex Predator, if he can, make a move over the next lap or so. Looking at DRS, Calvid sitting pretty at the moment with 80%. Apex Predator using a lot more, probably just to keep within DRS range of Calvid, the title contender. John Mobs back at the end. Such a sad sight. Points still to be made though, John. Every point counts. You never know what might happen next week in Brazil. But that is our closest battle at the moment, is the top 2 of Calvid and Apex Predator. As we see, there's no room there, Apex, to make the move. There is just no room, but he might get a good exit here. We've got a yellow flag. Might be smooth operator, possibly. We're back to green though. Apex Predator won't be able to get a move done here, will he? Is he going to get it done? That's probably his best chance to get a move done as John Mobbs comes in and comes across the line with a 10-second pit lane penalty. As you see, Energy Dan moving up to 9th ahead of BTL Wicked Joe. But still the closest battle, apart from MCFC and Preb. Let's go on board with MCFC and Preb, see what's going on here. We see MCFC onto the outside, onto the inside, back to the outside, into a tricky little section of the track. And a very, very tight left-hander coming up. Will he get any room to get a good exit here? And he will get the DRS. He will get the DRS. And he's going to get the move done on Preb. Yes, he does. He's got the McLaren, who seems to have been with MCFC the whole race. Oh, he's now going to run out of space up with Preb on the inside. There's enough room given. That's some good racing. That is Doran up into 6th place. Preb down to 7th. And Calvin still up in 1st place. We've got a yellow flag. BTL Wicked Joe. Energy Dan. Severe collision. Severe collision with Energy Dan. That's BTL Wicked Joe out. That is a yellow flag. Looks like we're driving on as normal. We are driving on as normal. Does Energy Dan have damage? It doesn't look like his wing looked alright there. Yes, it does. I'm going to quickly go on board with Apex Predator, who's still on the back of Calvin. We'll keep an eye on this now. We don't want to leave this battle of 1st and 2nd place as we have Apex Predator come through with a good exit. Calvin driving really nicely, slightly better with the RS over the Alpine of Apex Predator. John Mobbs. Oh no, up to 40. BTL with Joe is now out. Apex Predator, wait, you need to just wait there. You're not going to get a move from there, but get a good exit here. It doesn't get as good an exit as it wanted. Will have the DRS, but I fear will not be able to get the move done there as he nearly outbreaks himself. I think Apex Predator just needs to be a little bit patient. We have still got 24 laps left of this race, plenty of time to go. As we're on board then, Mr. Wiggles on the back of Zoblu Shot. Looking to push for 3rd place, looking good for the McLarens at the moment. The Aston Martin's struggling down there in 11th and 14th place, but the Red Bull driver, Udlia Kavin, doing really well for the championship, up in 1st place. We'll keep an eye on the hard runners. Apex Predator should be feeling quite pacey now compared to Calvin, and I think it'll just be about getting a good exit and getting it out in front of these short straights that we have. Really has to be one of this could be it. Could this be it? Is he going to get the move done? I think that might be it. That is the move done, and that also puts Zoblu's Shot into contention, up into 2nd place. Calvin down into 3rd place. He hasn't done anything wrong. He just got swallowed up by 1, which probably put him off, and then the 3rd place of Zoblu's Shot took over, put him into 2nd place. So that is a very quick change in title, which has probably brought Mr. Wiggles into it. It was just 3/10 behind what was 1st place of Calvin, now down in 3rd. John Mobbs with the fastest lap. He's made a pit stop. So he'll be 2-stopping now. He might as well try something different, try and get a bit of time back, and then see what can do should there be a safety car. Oh, as we see, Mr. Wiggles must have just lost it a little bit there, as he now got damage on. He doesn't. He might have got away with that a little bit. I don't know what that was. The car just seemed to flip out a little bit. Luckily, he seems to be all right. As you see, a little battle now between Nightcreed and Salguero. Nightcreed up 7 places at the moment. I'm going to say that he's not pitted yet. Yeah, Nightcreed's on the the hard tyres, but nobody's really pitted yet, apart from John Mobes, trying something different to try and get a few places back up the field. Everyone is quite nicely spaced out, apart from Salguero, who's just behind Night Creed at the moment. MCFC within DRS range of Mr. Wiggles at the moment, same as Doran with MCFC. But right now, Apex Predator on the hard tyres starting to make a bit of a gap, 1.4 seconds clear at the moment, and probably will start to count as you see the medium runners probably go through to at least lap 11. I would say you might have some brave souls going on 10 if they're really brave. Dan. But we'll see. I think probably lap 11, if not lap 12, if people can take it to 12 laps. MCFC then still on the back of the McLaren, who almost outbreaks himself, just about gets away with it. Doesn't affect Wiggles' race, but we'll need to be careful for any wing damage that he might get if he does that again. MCFC though really putting the McLaren driver under pressure. Apex Predator now 2.3 seconds clear, so the hard tyre is really working for Apex. We know you've got the likes of Doran and MCFC, who are both on the hard tyres to start with. If we look at their position changes, they are exactly where they started, in 5th and 6th place, and will be looking to make a move on the medium runners of Wiggles, Calvid and Zobbleshot ahead of them in the next lap before they do pit and then go on to what will be the fresher tyres. And it will change as quick as that, so make the most of these 2 laps. Hard runners. Apex Predator certainly is, because he's now nearly 3 seconds clear of Zobbleshot. Calvid struggling now to keep up with Zobbleshot on the same tyres. But probably can rest a little bit easier knowing that John Mobes is down in 14th place at the moment, but things can change. MCFC is still the closest driver at the moment to anyone of Mr. Wiggles. Mr. Wiggles just behind Calvid as well. Good evening in the chat. If you're in, say hello. Keep you company. My voice is going, but we will get through the next 20 laps. Alex Hogg down pressurising Salguero. Salguero must have had a brilliant qualifying, but now, as we see, is that a little bit of rain? That is rain. That is rain, ladies and gentlemen. That is rain. We are going to see how quickly this is going to change. That is a lot of rain for Singapore, not just in qualifying. We've now got it in the race. We've got nobody's pitted yet. The rain's probably come at just the right time for the medium runners. We will see what happens. Who's going to pit first? We've got. Is anyone going to pit? Apex Predator is going to be the first one who obviously would be able to make a move. Due to rain in 15 minutes, Billy G said from the start of the race, so that will be lap 11, pretty much 15 minutes. Let's see how bad this rain gets. I'm going to say they're not going to be at last another 20 laps around Singapore, even with a little bit of rain. We will see as we're going through Sector 2. Already seen that the drivers look to be slowing down now. What can we have a look at? Is anyone else going to be making a move? It will be Apex Predator, who's 3.7 seconds. Looks to be going ahead alright at the moment, but it doesn't want to come in just yet. We'll see when the DRS gets deactivated. I haven't seen anything as of yet. Track does look alright. We've got them spots of rain on the screen, as you can see, but it doesn't seem to be too bad at the moment. The problem is, how long will the inters last, should they need to go onto them? We've had races where it's rained, or seemed to have rained all race, but never settled. And you see people going on slicks right to the end. But 19 laps left, long way to go. This is already a long race without the rain, so get settled, get your feet up. This could be a long 19 laps if it carries on like this. So we've got a little battle here between 3rd, 4th and 5th. And 6th at the moment with Doran getting involved. And we've got a crash down at the back. What's happened there? That's Mr. Wiggles. Has Doran been involved in it as well? Or was that just Mr. Wiggles? That'll be some serious damage. That is a bit of damage to Mr. Wiggles. Doran, not any damage. I don't know what happened there. We've got people in the pits. Zoblu Shop making a dive into the pits. MCFC, Calvin, Wiggles, all in the pits. Apex Predator, Doran stay out on the hard tyres. Inters for Calvin, for Wiggles, for all the drivers coming in. Now decided that enough's enough. They've got 18 laps left, intermediate tyres, to take them to the end. So we will keep an eye on the leader, the gap to the leader, with Apex Predator and SFR, Doran and Nightcreed for that matter staying out, occupying the top 3 places. We will see 35.6 seconds at the moment behind Apex Predator is Zoblu Shot. 35.5, 35.4. Looks like 35.3 is definitely time for the drivers to come in onto the inters. They're definitely not going to be making time on the slick tyres now. As you see, Zoblu Shot is made up half a tenth in less than half a lap. Half a second in less than half a lap. So really making time. Apex Predator, Doran needs to come in. Nightcreed, get yourselves in, get yourselves on the end into the tyres. As we see Apex Predator coming round to the end of his lap, he'll probably see now that we are sliding around a little bit more than we should be on the slick tyres. We're going to see the lights of Apex Predator and Doran into the pits. We're not going to see Apex Predator into the pits. He stays out. Apex Predator stays out. Whether that's a good thing or not, I'm not too sure. I don't think it is. Doran hopefully sees this. He stays out on the hard tyres. He's staying out. He thinks he can handle it on the hards. That is not the case. 33.1, 33.0. Now Zoblu Shot making so much time on the drivers. As Nightcreed breaks himself. Really messes up that pit entry there. We'll see Zoblu Shot now 32.5 seconds behind. And counting. Nightcreed does finally get into the pits. So Calvid will be looking good. John Mobes is on the medium tyres. He needs to get off them tyres. Energy Dan's come onto a fresh set of mediums. Gave all that mediums. I know I said you were brave earlier, Dan, but I didn't mean stupid. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Zoblu Shot tells me otherwise. Who is being chased down by MCFC on the inters. Calvid 5 seconds behind MCFC. So we are going to go back to the intervals and see who's closest to who. MCFC is the closest to Zoblu Shot at the moment. Aston Martin drivers gets us in onto the intermediates. Is it slowing down? Is it going to cross over soon? We'll see. 14.4 seconds. Zoblu is now behind SFR and now 14.1. Probably tells you everything you need to know. 13.7, 13.5. So they will be coming around there really struggling. First thing you see there, Doran struggling, cannot get the power down on them slick tyres. May have just thrown away what could have been a really, really good result there. Still plenty of laps to go though, anything can happen. MCFC then, Doran not staying out, is he? Is he staying out? He's staying out. He's staying out. Apex Predator does finally make the move, but you will now see Zombie Shot MCFC both take over, and Calvid. Will Calvid go ahead? I didn't know you want. So Apex Predator will come out ahead of Calvid, but has now lost out on places to Zombie Shot and MCFC, and Jordan still yet to pit, has lost nearly 10 seconds in a lap, but he's staying out. Mr. Wiggles then on the back of OWR Preb. The OWR boys who like to have really low wings won't benefit around Singapore from having low wings, so you should see it be quite even across the divisions this week in Speed Force Racing. We've got Division 2 tomorrow night, Division 1 on Wednesday night, so tune in tomorrow night same time to watch me race around along with hopefully 19 other drivers. Meanwhile, we're going to get back to the action. Doran really losing out on time now, stayed out on the hard tyres and has now been passed by W Shot and MCFC, who have pitted already. Apex Predator now taking Doran, and then Calvid, who was 5 seconds behind his nearest driver, is now 1.7 seconds behind SFR Doran, and Doran will probably get into the pits just before Calvid catches him. Looks like he will, and he's going to stay out, is Doran. Hoping for a safety car maybe. We will see how easy it is for Calvid to overtake. Maybe he's looking for his safety car, is Doran, and gambling on that. John Mobb's going on to a fresh set of hard tyres. Energy Dan persisting on his 2-lap old mediums, and losing out on time to Alex Hogg. But your nearest battles then going further up the field. You got Mr. Wheels down in 7th place, is on the back of OWR Preb and MCFC, who could potentially be looking at his first race win in Division 3 Speed Force Racing. If he carries on like he is, keeping an eye on the battle, Mr. Wheels still just behind Preb, but MCFC, let's stay on board with this battle. Will this bring Apex Predator back into it if these two were to start squabbling? Because MCFC has looked pacey, looked good in qualifying, set pole at one point, quite narrow into that corner though. I'd be looking to get a lot wider, get a good exit, because this is about the only place you're going to be able to make a move along with the other DRS straight, but even then that's going to be tricky. As he gets a good exit, but again probably won't get this move done now, using his ERS to see if he can get anything done. Zoblu's Shot's used all of his ERS just to stay in the lead, so it's not like Zoblu's Shot is coasting through to victory. He's really having to push it to stay ahead, with Mr. Wiggles doing the same with Preb. Doran now been swallowed up by Night Creed. He has now pitted. He's going to come in. He's going to put mediums on. Of course he's going to put mediums on. What elder tyre would you be putting on, Doran, when it's raining? And I don't know. Maybe it's going to dry up in the next few laps. MCFC though is really putting Zoblu's Shot massively under pressure, but he is keeping it. They have got similar ERS. Second place has got slightly more. Apex Predator is just sitting nicely on his 70% ERS. Maybe waiting for one of them to make a move as he gets a good turn into the corner, but will struggle to get the power on in these rainy conditions. This must be really frustrating for the likes of MCFC Predator, who might feel like they can make a move. We have got people coming into the pits. DRS is enabled. The rain is stopping. Doran has stayed on with the medium tyres. He's going to have to take them tyres. 13 laps. 13 and a bit laps. That's going to be tough for the medium runner, but is not impossible. Where is Doran going to come out with the likes of everyone else pitting now? Is he too far? He's too far back. He's lost too much time. Staying out on the hard tyres. Will be making a bit of time now. Obviously the drivers are in the pits, but will still probably come out down 8th if he's lucky. We'll see. But for now, Zoblu Shot stays out on the inters. MCFC's in on the mediums. If he's timed this right, this could be MCFC Apex Predator. Calvin probably a little bit too far behind, 7 seconds behind, so you're probably looking at a top 3 sprint now. For the race win, Division 3 Speed Force Racing around Singapore, penultimate race of the season. Both the Constructors and the Drivers' Championship to fight for. And we still see our leader on the inters. Probably going to see that everyone else has come in and got on to the medium tyres. Possibly the hard tyres. I would be tempted to go on to the hards with 12 laps to go. We'll see, as Zoblu Shot must be coming in. He does, which will now put MCFC in the race, in the pole position for Singapore. This could be his first Division 3 race win if he keeps his steady, but he does have Apex Predator right on the back of him. Looking at the ERS, we have got Apex Predator looking better than MCFC at the moment, so he'll be under a lot of pressure. He just jumps out of the DRS range though, and will lose the DRS. That's not DRS. Zone will come round here, and we'll get Zoblu's Shot comes out on the hard tyres just ahead of Apex Predator. That'll have hollowed Apex Predator a little bit. He'll have lost a few tenths because of that, but very fair racing. Zoblu Shot comes out into second place on the hard tyres. He'll need to get them as warm as he can because the 1 lap old Apex mediums of Apex Predators will be coming in now, but we've seen how hard it is to overtake around Singapore. Qualifying ever so important, and I will remember that going into my race tomorrow evening. As we've got Zoblu Shot on the fresher tyres then, within DRS range of MCFC, but MCFC on the faster tyre. We've got a yellow flag. Is that a red car of Smooth Operator? I think that might be. Back to green. We are back racing, but I believe that'll be a Smooth Operator. Another yellow flag, back to green. We're still racing. Thankfully for the guys in the top 3, especially Apex Predator, who has got a time penalty. Let's look at the penalties. It's a 10-second time penalty for Apex Predator, so that pretty much puts him out of the running for the race win. Zoblu Shot then, and MCFC will battle it out now for the race win. Mr. Wiggles still on the back of Preb, still can't seem to get that move done. But again, will be picking up valuable points for McLaren ahead of Aston Martin, who are down in 11th and 13th place, with John Mobs having that spin very early on in the race. And when you spin around here and you're facing the wrong way, it takes a while to get your car without smashing it left, right and centre, trying to reverse and turn around. It takes you a while to get that car corrected and back on track, as we saw with John Mobes down in 13th place. But Mr. Wiggles looking to get the move done, goes on the outside there. Is he going to get the move done? He does get the move done on Preb. That puts him up to 5th, near our championship contender of Odie Calvin, who's currently 8 seconds back on Predator, but would make a place on Apex as things stand and put him up into 3rd place. Zoblu's shot just within DRS range of MCFC, and that for now, ladies and gentlemen, 11 laps to go is your standings at the moment. Preb won on the back of Mr. Wiggles after he got overtaken by him. Night Creed going along really nicely in 7th. We saw a really good qualifying from Night Creed. We saw him up there near the top, which will have been nice. Which will have been a nice feeling. Definitely a lot of improvements from Night Creed this season, so good to see him up there. His teammate Smooth Operators, albeit at the moment down in 14th place, has been doing really well, and we'll look forward to seeing them on the grid for what will be season 20 of Speed Force Racing in the coming months. But let's get back to the matter in hand. Mr. Wiggles always seems to have been having a little battle with someone, whether it be Preb, Calvin, his teammate Doran, Salguero. But right now, Zoblu's shot is the one that's going to make a move. If anyone's going to make a move on MCFC, who's going along nicely on the medium tyres. We have got 10 laps to go though, so there is going to come a point, probably with five laps to go, where MCFC is going to be under real pressure to keep this lead, with the hard tyres coming in and the old tyres, the medium tyres getting old. Especially around Singapore on the rear tyres, it can be quite harsh. So we'll see how MCFC handles that. Probably want to try and get out of DRS range in the next lap or so, and try and make a little bit of a move. We'll keep an eye on that. Silver Fox overtakes Energy Dan, who's now down in 12th, just ahead of his teammate. But Mr. Wiggles with the DRS, looking to get a move done on the championship contender. Won't get that move done there. If he can get a really good exit, which has got a really good exit, can he get a move done here? Can he get a move done? The DRS is open. He goes on the outside. Is this going to be the move? This looks like it is. He gets up into 4th place, dropping Calvin down a place at the moment. So Mr. Wiggles will be looking to get within 10 seconds of Apex Predator, which would give Mr. Wiggles a podium. But Zoblu's shot still not getting a move done on MCFC. MCFC going along nicely. We'll just be looking to tick off the laps one by one, now down to 9 laps. Every lap will be a constant, as Zoblu's shot's just got the move done on MCFC. How on earth did I miss that? What happened then? He was far enough ahead and then just lost it. Mr. Wiggles battling with Calvin, stays ahead of Calvin at the moment. MCFC doesn't want to get impatient. He's lost the lead, but he needs to stay patient. These walls can come at you very quickly. Are we going to see a move done by MCFC? We're not. Does look desperate to get back in the lead, both with very little ERS, battling each other hard. 9 laps to go. MCFC knows that these hard tyres are going to come good here probably in the next 3 or 4 laps. So needs to get a move done soon. Any of the battles further down the grid at the moment? Just Preb on Calvin, which we'll try and keep an eye out on that. But right now we've got MCFC and Zoblu's shot fighting for the race win. See, MCFC does get that move done there on Zoblu's shot. Back into the lead of the race, the medium tyre runner of MCFC. Needed to get that move done and did. You've got a yellow flag. Green again, so we will not see a safety car. Zoblu Shot and MCFC will carry on as they were. Currently MCFC in the lead, but being pressed ever by Zoblu Shot. MCFC at the moment with the better ERS, only just, but with the better ERS. And Preb is pushing his OWR friend of Calvid again. In fact, Calvid with very little ERS compared to Preb, so you're going to see get a move made by Preb to put him up to 5th place. As we're saying that, we've just missed the Zoblu Shot overtake on MCFC. This is going to be good for Zoblu Shot. We keep talking about the tyres, but it's true. They're really going to struggle now. With 7 laps to go, Zoblu Shot, we'll see, is almost out of the DRS range. And we'll be looking to improve over the coming laps. Everybody else as they were. I'm still just being Calvid. Great corner there from MCFC, but great corner for Zoblu Shot as well. Stays ahead in the lead with now 7 laps remaining. 6 laps remaining. MCFC still looking to get the move done. Clear of Apex Spirit now, who's got that 10-second penalty. Mr. Wiggles has got 2.5 seconds to find to get him up into his podium. Preb now out of DRS range of Calvid, so Calvid might just break clear a little bit now. But MCFC still keeping up with Zoblu Shot. The laps are going down. Only half a second behind. MCFC with a little bit of kissing of the curb, the wall there on the inside. Is out of DRS range now, 1.2 seconds. That'll be a combination of hitting a wall and the medium tyres. So we will see Zoblu Shot firing any mistakes, pull away a little bit here. Night Creed within DRS range of Preb, going along nicely on the medium tyres, albeit with a penalty of 3 seconds. Which won't affect his race at the moment, would stay ahead of SFR Doran in 7th place. Night Creed really pushing Preb, having a great race is Night Creed. Let's look at the position changes. 8 positions up for Night Creed, 6 positions up for for Wiggles, 3 up for MCFC, up in 2nd place. And unfortunately our biggest losers in terms of positions lost is Salguero, who started off really nicely in 4th place, and John Morbes, who's dropped from 8th down to 12th. now got 4 laps left of the race. Mr. Wiggles knows he's got 10 seconds. Sorry, Apex Predator's got 10-second penalty ahead of him. He's got nearly 3.5 seconds to make in 4 laps if he's going to get onto the podium. But is losing time ever so slightly, which is strange with Mr. Wiggles on the hard tyres. Apex Predator on the mediums, 9-lap mediums will be struggling, or were struggling for me anyway, after 7 or 8 laps, so we'll start to feel a bit of pain for the next 4 laps as he tries to stay 10 seconds ahead of Mr. Wiggles on the better tyres of the hards. It's obvious shot, made a lot of time now on MCFC, 2.5 seconds clear. Just doesn't want to pick up a 3-second penalty to stop him from winning tonight's race around Singapore. Preb's back up with Calvid within DRS range, and they are your closest battles at the moment. Can we see Preb give us a little bit of entertainment for the last three laps of this race? Can we see a move done by the Division 3 admin? Or will he prove to be a party pooper and just stay behind his teammate WR Carwood? He will want as many points as he can, even with John Mobes down in 12th place. You never know what might happen around Brazil. Anything can happen if Calvin was to be hit by someone, or he span himself out next week and Mobes finished up there. You never know what might happen. But for now, it is Olivia Calvid who is going to go into Brazil with the momentum, with the most points coming out of Singapore, going into first place in the championship. And you will also have McLaren, who will leapfrog Aston Martin, stay ahead of the Aston Martin team in first place in the constructors and extend their lead, which is currently 7 points and probably looking up to around 15, 16, 17 points difference at least come the end of the race, as we have a yellow flag. Every time we see a yellow flag down in that corner, it does seem to be smooth operator in that Ferrari, who seems to be struggling a little bit around this tight circuit of Singapore. We have now got 3 laps left. Zoblu's shot is now 3.5 seconds clear, and they'll be looking to take the race win in Singapore for the penultimate race. OWR Preb on board with him, as we can see on the back of his teammate. Mr. Wiggles not looking like he's going to get within that 10-second gap of Apex Predator, and now falls back to 14.4. We have got a yellow flag. That's Alex Hogg, who looks to now be out of the race. Yes, he is. We probably won't see a safety car now, with it only being 3 laps to go. But that will drop the Kick Sauber down and out of the race. We will carry on as normal. Zoblu's shot doesn't need to sweat. He probably doesn't want to see any kind of incidents now. Just wants to see the last 3 laps through to the end of the race. So, barring any other close encounters, we are going to stay on board then with Zoblu's shot, who's going to take us around the last lap and a half of Singapore. What could be? Is this going to be his first race win? So we'll have a really quick look at the standings, see if this will in fact be his first win. Zoblu's shot. Where no, he has had a race win already, so this will be his second race win. And his first race win came in Vegas. Finished 3rd the week before in Australia, and then followed that up with a first place around Vegas, followed by a DNF after that. So lap 30 of 31, we don't any other battles. Maybe Night Creed wanting to get involved with Prayer, but with a 3-second time penalty probably won't. That'll move SFR Doran up a place. So again, good for the McLaren team in the constructors. If he can stay within 3 seconds, which it looks like he is, he's gaining time. So he might not have to worry about that. Mr. Wiggles isn't making the time he wanted on Apex Predator, as he's got an Aston Martin in front of him. That will hurt the pride of either John Mobes or Energy Dan, whoever that may be. As we see Night Creed, Preb has had a little incident which moves Doran up, which moves Night Creed up. Does he keep himself ahead of Salguero? Yeah, he does. So that moved Doran up to 7th, up to 6th because of the time penalty for Night Creed. We are on the final lap. Zoblu's shot is in the lead, just short of 4 seconds. Will be followed by MCFC and Apex Predator for the top 3 positions. Again, barring any incidents, as we see, Energy Dan's been in with the soft tyres, so come in and gone on the soft tyres. Maybe hoping just set a little fastest lap, a little sense of pride at the end on what's been probably a frustrating race for Dan and Mobes respectively tonight. Calvid will not mind that one bit, however, nor will the McLaren drivers. So be it then, Zoblu's shot for the last 2 corners of the Singapore Grand Prix will come across the line, fists in the air. First place for Zoblu's shot, followed by MCFC with a great race in 2nd place. Apex Predator in 3rd. Mr. Wiggles will come across the line in 4th place. And Calvid across the line in 5th. Good points for Calvid. We'll give him 16 points if I remember rightly. That, ladies and gentlemen, is your Grand Prix. Calvid 5th, Night Creed 6th, does get overtaken by Doran for the penalty, moves him down to 7th, Preb in 8th, RS Salguero, great qualifying, we'll be happy with the 9th place, albeit a really good qualifying in 4th, we'll still be happy with the 9th place, great 9th place, great race from the Portuguese driver, ever present in SFR, always good to see him on track. Silver Fox also coming across the line shortly, will put himself into the top 10, followed by the 2 McLaren drivers. And that is going to be our Grand Prix 3rd win, it says, for Zoblu. It said 1 on the standings already, however, we'll have a look. But that'll be your race for Division 3 round Singapore, your race winner of Silver Fox in the Haas. So we'll quickly run through your standings for the night. Zoblu's shot takes 1st place, MCFC 2nd, and Predator rounding up your podium places. Mr. Wiggles 4th, Calvid, Doran, Night Creed, Preb, Salguero, and Silver Fox your top 10, followed by John Mobes, Energy Dan, and Smooth Operator in 11th, 12th, and 13th. Alex Hogg 14th, Billy G BTL Wicked Joe 15th, and Billy G in 16th place. So that has been your race for Division 3 around Singapore. Again, we do have Division 2 tomorrow night, 7:30. Please join us for that. Other than that, I've been SFR Keefs, and I wish you good night and God bless.